Okay. Hello everyone, welcome to the 4th ever episode of 8BritGameChat. As always, I'm your host, Tom Powter. With me is Tom Roach, the man of the plan, Matt Stevens, and for the first time ever, one of our extraneous 8Brit Gaming members. He's all about the numbers, Javid Rahman.
Hi there, guys.
How you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. Everyone else?
Glad you could join us.
Yeah.
It's been a long time actually. If you venture back into our past, our seedy past that we don't like to talk about yet, you'll actually see Javid on some of our previous pods. But yeah, nice to have everyone.
Of course.
So, let's just start as always with a little bit of news. I just want to begin with the fact that the Bloodborne reviews have just come out. The game is a masterpiece. I was right. High five, anyone?
Yeah, sure.
It's getting 10 out of 10s.
I don't care,
10 out of 10s everywhere. You need to buy that game. If you're in the UK on Friday, buy the damn game. Okay?
You have said I'm going to hate it because it's so difficult.
Yeah, you just die all the
Oh
time.
yeah, he'll rage quit within 10 minutes, won't he?
Yeah, but you can't. That's the point. You have to fight on.
Yeah. Okay. I may get it at some point.
It looks amazing. I can't wait. But in terms of actual news, Arkham Knight's been delayed. Again.
Not
3
by
weeks.
a lot though, which is good.
Tom, how do you feel? You're the one who wants it the most. Let's be
Yes,
honest.
well, you know, I spoke, when we talked about gaming delays, I specifically mentioned Arkham Knight and how they went from October to June, so they knew they weren't going to hit the target, but they said it anyway. But this 3 weeks thing, you know, I think it's not going to be delayed anymore. I think
I don't think it can be.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it can, obviously, but...
They had that 7 months. 3 weeks is like, we just need a bit more time to fix this one thing. This isn't major. We've got to change
You say
the story.
that, but didn't Assassin's Creed Unity get delayed by 2 weeks
Yeah.
because they needed to fix it, and then that came out of the...
But as
Yeah,
they've delayed it 3 weeks from, we still got 3 months to the release date anyway. I think it's a minor thing.
They've probably already planned in, hang on a minute, we want to get something else in that gap.
But also
Yeah, I
there's
agree.
the rumour that they're doing this because they're finishing the remasters of Arkham Asylum and Arkham City.
Yeah. I would really like to buy the Arkham Asylum one. Arkham City was good. I preferred Arkham Asylum, though.
I would like to try them both.
You
I've
should.
never
Have
played
you
them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, I've never played them, so that'd be interesting for me.
They are so good.
Yeah.
Like...
Then, of course, I've not ever been a Batman fan, so...
You don't
that's
have
why
to.
No, you don't have
Which
to.
one
I
I
wasn't
picked
really
up.
before I properly
Yeah.
started playing them. But yeah, no, I mean, it's not been a good 2 weeks for you, has it? I mean, last time it was Kojima leaving,
Yeah.
and now it's Arkham Knight being delayed.
Yeah, but I'm sort of more...
We're running out of games.
yeah.
Tears.
Yeah.
Tears
Well, I'm
all
open.
around.
I'm fine with a delay of 3 weeks, and now it comes out the day or two after my birthday, and you know, so it'll be a birthday present.
Oh, it does, doesn't it? Yeah, of course, yeah. Oh, alright then, that's not so bad. I have to say something about 2015 so far is more games seem to be being delayed than they were in 2014, which I think
Yeah.
may be a sign that developers are starting to learn they can't give us broken crap anymore.
But I think they've also got to learn. I mentioned this before. They need to. If you know it's not going to be ready, don't say a release date. Like
Yeah.
we've just Phantom Pain just got its release date for September. People were expecting a release date announcement just after Ground Zeroes or something, which
Yeah.
came out March of 2014. Like Fallout 4 is rumoured to be coming out this year. It's probably be announced at E3 at the.
I think it's almost guaranteed to happen.
Yeah, but see, if it's this year, they'll announce it within 3 months of its release date. So they finished it. So I'm glad they've waited. Like, don't make I think I saw it on another popular channel. They said there's no point of mentioning a game if it's not within a year of release.
I think the reason some of them are doing it is there's pressure from, stockholders, investors, to get some news out to bump the stock price up.
Yeah,
a
but I
bit.
think
Yeah.
they should just like.
Almost certainly.
If the hype train has been getting longer than it traditionally used to be, so
Yeah.
if you kind of
But if they're going to do that, stills, a trailer, don't say the release date.
true,
Just if you're not sure you're going to hit it, don't say it on official trailers. Don't say
Like
it on
Uncharted never had
Yeah.
an actual release date.
yeah.
we
So
just
I'm
all
like-
assumed, didn't
Yeah.
So I'm less angry that it got delayed because they weren't like it will be out October 2015.
Yeah.
They said we'll try for 2015.
Yeah.
So it's not a disappointment when it got delayed.
Yeah, I mean, this has gone back to basically everything we were talking about last week at the end of the day.
Delays.
Delays.
Like crap.
Yeah.
So let's get the ball rolling. I think shall we start with our reader question to get it out there that
Yeah.
this is something we're going to do. So if you guys want to get engaged with kind of what we do here at 8-Brit Gaming, please feel free to send us questions and we'll read them out. Our first question is from Jen, and she's asking, so guys, basically, what games have you most struggled with? And that's whether it's gameplay or with the story. So now, presumably, I presume that means the story on more of a personal level, like whether you enjoyed the story or not.
Yeah, I guess so.
So, yeah, kind of what is that for you then? Because for me, I had a hard time actually thinking of this off the top of my head, because story-wise, I don't tend to necessarily struggle.
I've got one for story.
Yeah, go on then.
And I think this is generic over sort of like the franchise itself, but I'd have to say Assassin's Creed.
Excellent answer.
Yeah, story-wise, it's always a bit convoluted and never quite...
Very good answer. I completely forgot about Assassin's Creed.
It's not simple. It's not easy to understand. Yeah. There's names and all these history figures that, let's face it, you're never going to know who they are unless you are into that area of history.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, exactly. Napoleon.
Yeah, but I think that's a good point. It's like, you've heard of Napoleon, but what can you actually tell me about Napoleon?
He was French, and that is it.
Yeah, I mean, like, do you have all these historical
He met someone
figures?
called Arno at some point in time.
No, but it's just like, I think people don't play it for the story. I think they just like killing. But I like the story.
I think people play it for maybe not the story, but the setting. People play it for.
Yeah.
Finn, just both really. I mean, if there was something you struggled with that you just didn't like, or if you felt it was intended, then please let us know. If it's intended, I'm going to struggle with Bloodborne later this week, but I'm going to love it.
That is going to
Assassin's Creed, though, excellent answer, I think, because do you remember? Like, we used to be really invested in the story of Assassin's Creed when it was like Assassin's Creed 1, 2, it kind of died off a bit after that. But then it got really stupid. Really, really stupid with the end of Assassin's Creed 3.
Bloody, what's her name? Well, exactly, that's the point.
Yeah, we talk about Juno, the god thing.
Yeah, Juno, yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, it used to be. Even, was it Brotherhood? No, it was Revelations, wasn't it? It's like, that's really where it started. Just go, let's just mind fuck everybody.
Was it 3 that closed off? I think, because I've not completed.
Spoilers if you happen to like Assassin's Creed and haven't actually played this yet for some reason.
But if you like this part of Assassin's Creed,
you're not going to be popular around it.
No, but you like it's weird. I'm glad they've gone back to. I like the idea that it's a video game company, and the Abstergo are still evil in the real world.
Well,
and I think that works really well. Just ignore the god thing, and it's like, okay. And then you get all the glyph things, and it's like, oh, Adam and Eve had, and all these people like religious icons all involved, and it's just a bit too heavy.
It's actually interesting you bring up Assassin's Creed back, because I've got 2 pieces of information about that series that you might not know, but I happen to write articles on both of them. One of them is that the next Assassin's Creed game is going to have a more robust modern day story, meaning that sounds to me like they're moving away from just the training program idea.
Yeah, no, that sounds good.
Which might be good.
I've wanted that.
Yeah, it might be good. But since the next one's Victory, I'm hoping it doesn't take away from the historical side of things.
That's also true.
Well, how would you feel if it also took place, some of it, in modern London?
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Because they used to do that with Brotherhood
that.
when you were just in that house.
In Monteriggioni.
Monteriggioni, that's right. Yeah.
Well, they did different time areas with Paris.
Are you talking about Unity? Yeah, they did. Yeah, I really liked the World War II stuff.
That was awesome.
But yeah, and then the other piece of information was that Ubisoft apparently have enough story for Assassin's Creed games to last another 10, 20 years, which is a disgusting thought.
Well, that's not going to be very difficult because they don't really have much semblance of a story, so it'd be quite easy to spread that out over 20 games.
Like 20 years of story, at the end of the day, the majority of it's going to be past stuff, things in the past anyway.
So if they open a specific page of an encyclopedia, they go, "There's a game done."
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So, what about you other guys then? Anything you've particularly struggled with in terms of story or gameplay?
Gameplay, the first time I ever picked up a Rainbow Six game was just the hang on a minute, third person cover shooting, and I really struggled with it at first. I now really love the idea, and it's been taken on by various other major franchises.
Yeah.
But that was definitely a difficult one for a young gamer.
Yeah, mine's probably gameplay as well. I can't really think of story. Like Matt, that's one of the best examples I can think of. Gameplay for me, I struggled so much with Battlefield 4 when I first got it. Like, I thought it was good at shooters, and I was absolutely terrible at Battlefield 4. And I was like, what is this about this game that I don't get? and eventually I started to get it. I don't even know why. I don't even know what it was.
We've played a lot of that game, and I don't think we ever became amazing at it, like we have done in the past with other games.
I am much better at Call of Duty.
Yeah, like Call of Duty.
Call of Duty's easier.
Halo,
true.
Gears. We were all very good at those games.
Yeah. Battlefield. That's
Battlefield.
why I was like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, actually, now I think about it, why it might have been. It might have been because I was not used to playing like 64-player matches, and I was probably getting killed all over the place.
You weren't looking around everywhere,
Yeah.
making sure you were fine. Yeah.
Because I'm way more used to Gears of War. It's 5-on-5,
Yeah.
that sort of thing, and it's just like,
See what happens when Battlefront comes through then.
oh my god, yeah.
64. Yeah, but that's gonna be fine because just getting an AT-AT and
Plus, I'm relatively
wreck
used to it
people.
now.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
gonna be awesome.
Yeah. I kind of feel like, oh Jesus, Battlefront needs to deliver. But yeah. So anything else for you guys?
2 games that I think one is when I was playing as a kid. I really struggled with it. Was the first Rayman game. I never completed it.
Oh yeah.
That's going a ways back.
First Crash game for me as well. Actually, now that you mention that, I was sucked at that.
I was quite good at
No, I
Crash,
thought it was
but
really
I was
hard.
terrible at Rayman. I didn't complete it. I don't think I got past the music level.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
not very
Second
far.
world.
Yeah, I know, it's terrible. But most recently would be Knack, just because I played it on hard mode to get the trophy, and the checkpoints are spread out so far apart.
Knack's another good one actually. I'm
It's
glad you brought that up.
frustrating.
Knack's an example of poor game design leading to it being very difficult.
Yeah.
It's not like Finn's there saying there's a game that's intentionally built to be difficult.
Yeah.
Same as with Dark Souls and Bloodborne. These are the sort of games that are made to test you. Devil May Cry, same sort of thing, which I love. Ninja Gaiden, I love those kind of
Resident
games that
Evil.
they're made to test you. Yeah, but Knack, shit checkpoints. Oh my god, it's ridiculous. And these enemies on
Yeah.
hard mode can kill you in one hit.
Is here the idea of a game that maybe should have been delayed for a little bit so they could actually
Maybe,
play
yeah.
through it and go, nah,
Maybe.
this is bad.
Although I'm similar to you, Finn, because you said that you're very careful what you buy. Because I read a lot of reviews. Let's go back to what we talked about last week. I tend to not buy games that I'm not going to like.
Yeah.
Therefore,
Funny that.
it tends to be skewed a bit more in my favour as to whether or not I'll be able to play it or not.
Well, the only reason I bought Knack was, 1, because you were selling it, but 2, it was something
Oh, yeah.
that had intrigued
Yeah.
me for a while. And even though I sort of heard that reviews were mixed, but they were more negative, I did like how it looked, and I played the demo in store. But I think if I'd have played it on easy mode first, it would have been just a fun, leisurely game. But playing it on hard, and when you've died up to 10 times at a checkpoint, when you've been playing 5 minutes of gameplay,
Yeah.
you get hit once, and then you have to start that again.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Rage quitting happens.
Yeah.
So that ruined the game for me. The gameplay was just so difficult, and I just got fed up with it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, thanks for that question, Jen. And you guys, if you have any reader questions, please send them to us. That'd be awesome, and we will read them out. I think we'll collect them and then do this at the beginning of each podcast or
Yeah, I'll
something like
collect
that.
a list of them all.
Yeah, Matt's going to collect a list, so if you can send them to us on here, Twitter, anything like that. The Twitter link is obviously up there. That'd be totally awesome. So now we're going to get on to our topics. And since you're a new face, Jared, you may as well start, actually.
Right,
So,
yeah. I was going to kick things off with what kind of games would you guys like to see coming out for the rest of this generation? And it cannot be multi-plat, so we're really looking at exclusive titles and things that we have no idea are coming out yet.
Okay.
Which torpedoes Gears of War straight off the top.
Yeah, because we had a discussion similar to this, but our discussion was specifically games that we know are coming out and what we're excited for.
Yeah.
So good topic, and they have to be exclusive.
Yeah, it can be rumoured, but we can't have had anything official from
Anyone.
nothing official from anyone.
I can say right off the bat, a proper 3D Mario game.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're
100%.
definitely.
I don't think we've mentioned this
100%.
thousands of times, but
Yeah.
it's been, the last one was Galaxy 2, which was a second version of Galaxy, and Galaxy was ages ago. We need a new thing.
That's about
Yeah,
all
really.
Nintendo have got
Like,
left to do.
we
now.
need a new thing. In terms of, yeah.
Yeah, I actually 100% agree with that. A new 3D Mario has to happen, and it has to happen soon, pretty much before the Wii U disappears, actually. Speaking of Mario, as in Blazing Live, are we going to play Mario Party 10?
Does anyone have it?
No, I don't. I don't have it, and I don't actually intend on buying it.
I have no desire to ever give them money for that.
I think that's a no.
I mean, I think that's interesting that you say it's so much fun. You want to let us know why you think it's fun, because
Or
that is
he
very
could-
contrary to what I've heard.
If you can convince me I'll go get it.
Or he could send it to us, then we can play it for him.
There is that.
He's only been on this podcast for about 5 minutes, and the business sense is already. But
Give us stuff.
yeah,
Precisely. Yeah, give us stuff.
3D Mario, Matt. Have you got any others? Because
I have plenty of
I'm
Nintendo stuff to
surprised
talk
you
about.
haven't said like a Wii U Pokemon game.
I was gonna say I have plenty of Nintendo stuff.
Wind him up and let him go.
Okay, yeah. So, I mean, like, yeah, I want a new Pokemon. Obviously, a brand new Pokemon. I don't really care about it. Well, I'd like a Wii U Pokemon that's a bit like Stadium was.
So just a one-on-one battle thing.
Standard, yeah. A Stadium, you have online, it's seamless with the games,
Yeah.
all those sort of things. Mini games, all those sort of things.
So speaking of that, have you been keeping up with that Pokken Fighter game, Pokken Tournament, whatever it's called?
You sort of.
Yeah.
That's the arcade thing.
If
It
it
looks
came
like a
on,
Tekken
if,
Pokemon
yeah,
thing.
if it came
Yeah.
on Wii U, which I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't,
Yeah.
it's going to be awesome. But they need to expand it. It's it's looking a little thin at the moment. But yeah, I mean that's one of the many things I
Okay.
can say.
that's a good answer. Definitely 3D Mario. I'm so on board with that.
I'll interject with more later.
Yeah.
Once you all had a chance to answer.
In terms of unannounced things, because I'm definitely thinking the end of this year looks a bit thin for my liking.
Yeah, it does.
All
these things, well, they'll just come out at E3 and go, we saw
They
this.
better do. I would love for a new Sly Cooper game.
Yeah, you
Great,
would.
yeah.
You
The
would.
the one after Thieves in Time. Like nothing's official. We know it's happening. It's definitely happening. But I definitely a new Sly Cooper game all the way. PS4 graphics. That game would look stunningly beautiful. In terms of do they have to be new titles? I'd love to see a remake of Galaxy and Sunshine, that sort of thing. Nothing's been said, and to be honest, nothing's going to happen either. But I'd definitely like to see that. In terms of actual games though that we don't know about, I mean, it's really hard to say because most of the games I am relatively interested in have been, talked about like years.
Yeah.
That's happening.
Something's
that is
been
happening.
said, yeah.
So definitely Sly Cooper on that front because nothing's been said. I suppose then things like if we go down the Sly Cooper route, Crash Bandicoot, I'd love to see come back properly.
Yeah,
Yep.
one would,
Do
yeah.
that sort of thing.
Ratchet and Clank.
Well, I'm not sure
Yeah,
about that. They care about that.
I'd say that, yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree with
No,
that.
I want to see that come back. Which
Yeah.
it will, because there's a film, so they're going
Yeah.
to.
It's going to happen.
For me, it's those old-timey platformers. I'd like to see a sequel to Rayman Legends because that game's amazing, and so was Rayman Origins.
Good.
But yeah, for me, it's pretty much those kind of platformers. I can't think of anything shooter-wise. I can't think of a franchise off the top of my head that I'd like to see come back.
I would say the only one I would have said, 6 months ago, would have been Battlefront. Obviously,
Yeah,
again, that.
Yeah,
So,
they E3 last year, the bombshell was dropped.
exactly.
Battlefront's going to be good.
Well, I do want Battlefield 5, and what has not been talked about is a given that's going to happen, provided it's a DICE production, not a visceral one.
Interesting. Yeah, Hardline's not being met with fantastic reception.
No, it's not. Give it back to the professionals.
Unreal Tournament, yeah, Finn, that'd be cool. The only one I've actually played is 3 on the Xbox 360, but I liked it. It was good. So what about you?
It's hard to think of games that be exclusive to a single console. I think I'd agree with Crash Bandicoot. Well, I'd agree with Sly Cooper, Crash Bandicoot, Ratchet and Clank. But Crash Bandicoot has to be old school Crash Bandicoot. None of this punching.
Yeah.
It's got a spin.
And actually thinking about it, Crash Bandicoot would be an interesting one because he's no longer exclusive. But I think if he came back, he would be because Sony would have bought
Yeah, I
it.
think that'd be part of the way it
Yeah.
would work.
Yeah.
It's just like I mentioned Rayman Legends, but technically I shouldn't have done because that's no longer exclusive either.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, just stuff that is an exclusive that people want. Obviously, GTA 6 and Elder Scrolls 6.
Elder Scrolls 6 is a good one. Yeah.
That's a long way off, though. I think if they're wrapping up Fallout 4 now,
I reckon 2 years minimum, absolute minimum.
definitely.
For what, Fallout?
No,
Yeah.
for Elder
What,
Scrolls.
Yeah.
before they announce it or release it?
Release
When it
it.
comes out.
What? 2 years minimum.
Yeah,
minimum.
yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
They've got to
I
let
thought you meant
everyone get the
Maxim.
taste
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah,
ESO
definitely,
out
yeah.
of our mouths.
Well, you say that, ESO is coming back full swinging though with the console version.
Yeah, but with it.
Probably not.
But 6 months they might go, this isn't working out, or they might go, it's brilliant. That's why I said minimum but I think that's the right amount of time. In 2 years from now, it'd have been Would it have been 5 years, 6 years?
Skyrim was
Skyrim.
2011.
Yeah, 2011. Yeah.
Yeah.
Late 2011 was November.
Yeah, so I think, and that was the same 5-year gap between Oblivion and
Yeah.
Skyrim. So we'll see. But as you know, Fallout. I think Elder Scrolls 6 will be the next Bethesda project after Fallout is complete.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Just whether it'll be 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, we don't know.
Here's one. The Last of Us, some kind of sequel. We won't call it The Last of Us 2, because...
The rest of us, it'll be called.
The rest of us, yeah.
I worry a bit about that game because the first one was so perfect. It was so good, that first game. I worry if they could live up to it.
The reason you love it is the story's really,
I
really
know.
gripping, isn't it? And could they do it again?
But I think if it's going to be a sequel, it can't be...
Directly.
Yeah, it's got to be set in the same world.
I don't think it can be the same characters.
Yeah,
No, I think
can't-
it's got to be somewhere else in the same world
Yeah.
as well, actually.
Maybe not even America. Somewhere in Europe would be a different
Yeah.
take on it. But if in America, or maybe a sort of prequel story about how the Fireflies started. We don't really, because there's a 20 years.
See, then I
That's
think
a
you're
DLC.
risking it.
That
I
could
think
just
you
be
risk it.
DLC.
Yeah.
Well,
It
people
needs to be a
have
whole
said
game.
that what's the Left Behind?
Left Behind, yeah.
Rather than sequels, give us more DLC.
It's not going to happen though.
But it'd
Left
be
Behind's
good.
the only one, I think.
But I
Well, they've
think,
moved on to Uncharted.
Uncharted, yeah.
but another 3 or 4, just 2 to 5 hour stories, I think would be really interesting.
Well, staying on The Last of Us very quickly, like you said you were worried.
Who's that talking about new Rainbow Six? There is a new Rainbow Six coming. Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah, Rainbow Six Siege is going to be hopefully good. You sign up for the beta, I still meant to do that. You can
Yeah.
sign up for the beta if you're interested in going into Rainbow Six Siege beta.
Yes, I am.
Yeah. Send him, resend the thing, and then it's in a few links within that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, speaking of The Last of Us, I think there's always the issue of can they live up to it. Like I'm concerned about Uncharted 4, to be honest with you, because
Same. Actually.
It was
yeah.
wrecked with turmoil when they started doing
Yeah.
it. You know, people leaving or being fired left, right, and centre.
This
Wasn't it?
Neil
Druckmann and
is
the,
on board.
other good dude from the Last of Us. Yeah, they are there. I know. It's in good hands. There's just like when the trilogy's that perfect, it's gonna suck so bad if the reputation of Uncharted is tarnished by not even a bad game like a
And also around
7.
Yeah.
Do you know what the
7,
worst
8.
bit about this
It's
is?
exactly the same as what happened to Gears of War.
There'll be a lot of people that will never have played Uncharted because they might have played 360.
Yeah,
They'll jump onto the PS4, and unless, which they might remaster it, but
100% it's gonna be an Uncharted collection.
just for the argument's sake, let's say they don't. If it isn't great, if 4 isn't great, their only experience of Uncharted is this meh.
Yeah,
That doesn't do the
100%
series
there
justice.
is going to be an Uncharted remaster collection of all 3, and it'll be coming at E3. They'll be like dun dun dun
Yeah.
dun, and then they'll disappoint everyone because it won't be Uncharted 4.
Yeah.
I've actually just speaking of all this PS stuff, I've actually just come up with another game I would like to see. I'd like to see a new Resistance.
I don't know if I'd like to see anyone else.
I would like to see a new Resistance. I'd like them to take it back to basics.
1 was good, 2 and 3 weren't.
I never
Insomniac
actually
have
played
got
them.
other stuff to
I
deal
think I
with.
played one mission of 2.
I
so-
only played 1 very briefly, but I really liked it.
1 was really good.
And I'd love to see a new Resistance come out. I'd love to see them take it back, because I'll tell you what, the PS4 needs an exclusive online shooter that's actually
It's
good.
got Killzone, and that is a good game.
Yeah, it's a great game. I'm a defender of
There
Killzone,
will
but no
be-
one plays it.
Yeah, but there
Yeah.
will be. The reason this one didn't get played is it came out exactly the same time as a Call of Duty and a Battlefield. It had zero chance. If
I hate to be a pessimist, but there isn't much time a game isn't going to come out where it's not competing with your Battlefield.
well, no, because it could drop and it could be like this period.
Yeah,
Battlefield
I
only
guess.
came out this time because it got delayed. If they make it like the big PlayStation spring game of, I don't know, 2016, 2017, whatever, it
Yeah, I
could have
suppose
like
so.
6 months of the only shooter around.
Yeah, especially as I mean, at the moment there's nothing. I mean, what have we?
Well,
We've not had an awful lot.
Battlefield
Battlefield.
came
Oh, we got Battlefield. Oh yeah,
Hardline
I
came
forgot
out
about
like
Hardline.
what was it, a week ago?
Harry, if you had no idea about Rainbow Six Siege, seriously look it up because you won't be disappointed. It's already
We
looking
are so
really
excited
good.
about that,
yeah.
aren't we?
Was it E3
Definitely.
last year? Wasn't?
Yeah, they showed
yes.
they showed off pre-alpha footage.
That was
My
the-
mind was
That was the
blown.
awesome surprise reveal at the end of Ubisoft that
Yeah.
no one knew was coming.
You
Yeah,
can
that was
catch
great.
our reactions to it over on YouTube if you
You actually
really
Yeah,
can.
yeah,
Yeah,
you could,
Jesus, yeah, you actually can. That was back when everyone loved Ubisoft, and then everything went to shit in the next 6 months. But
Maybe they just had a really big after party that carried on for 6
yeah,
months.
yeah, probably. So, well, speaking of, if we, Yeah, I mean, new Smash Brothers. I want a new Smash Brothers. I want it already.
You're not going to get
Always.
that on this generation.
No,
It's
never
gonna be-
get it.
Not
Never
this
get it.
generation.
I think we'll get it sooner than we did the last one because the Wii U's going to die faster than the Wii U.
Yeah.
did- the
Yes
Wii
and
did.
no. That depends how quickly they're developing.
I guess so. Yeah, I guess. Other than that, I can't really think of much. I can't really think of many Xbox franchises necessarily that I'd like.
The only ones they're going
other
to
than-
do is Halo and Gears. We know Gears is coming, and we know Halo's going to keep
Yeah.
coming.
I can't even think of any other Xbox franchises.
Titanfall's obviously been abandoned for
Titan,
that. That's
yeah.
come over to
Titanfall's coming to PS4.
multi-plat now.
Yeah.
Well, in terms of more Nintendo stuff, I want to see another first-person shooter Metroid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
The
another
thing is, you can
first-person
actually say
shooter
Metroid as well because they
And
haven't
it's
spoken
going to-
anything about it.
Exactly, we know nothing
They
about
haven't
what's
said
next
the
for
word
Metroid.
Metroid
Yeah.
in years.
I'm expecting something to come up about Metroid in E3.
There was a rumoured 3DS one that was supposedly cancelled.
That's
Yeah.
a big push. Hoping for that, I think.
I reckon we'll
I
get
think
some
this
sort
E3 is
of
going to be
mention.
20 minutes of Zelda, then a bit of Star Fox.
I'm very happy
Anything
about
else
Star
Miyamoto
Fox.
has done.
I'm very happy
Yeah.
about Star Fox. I like seeing F-Zero. I think
F-Zero,
F-Zero could be an
yeah.
awesome racing franchise.
We need
That
some.
guy said
could.
Thomas speak. I do speak.
B.
Speed, goddammit!
Can you not hear me, or I'm just like
No, you
observing?
weren't talking for about like 10
Yeah.
minutes. That's all.
No,
He's a stoic gentleman.
I said what I had to say, and then I listened.
He threw in his 2 cents.
Anyway,
Loving
No,
the
Nintendo-
comb over, mate. Who's he talking
the
to?
boy on the
Must
left
be
middle.
Javid.
Yeah.
Oh.
I need to get my hair cut.
We all need a haircut. Anyway, yeah. So good topic. I can't think of anything else.
Oh, there was a Nintendo one. That, I've literally just lost it. You were saying, oh, Fire Emblem. There needs to be a.
There is.
There
a
is
Fire
going
Emblem.
Yeah, but a nice. Oh yeah, there is. You're right. Never mind. There's the crossover
Anyway.
one.
No,
And then there's
yeah,
the Wii U one.
No,
isn't
no.
there?
There's
No.
the 3DS one.
Three-
Fire Myth.
So there needs to be one on
Which I'm
Wii
very
U.
excited about.
There
There's
should-
going to be. There's going to be that crossover one.
That's not a proper Fire Emblem game.
Do
you know the name of that yet?
It's Fire Emblem Shinny Megami Tensei.
No, it's close. It's close.
I know
It's close.
roughly. It's like SMT, isn't it?
Yes,
Shin
it is.
Megami Tensei.
Shin
Yeah.
Megami Tensei, yeah.
That was close.
Isn't that the same stuff as Persona? Or is it an off?
Shin
is
Megami
Persona-
Tensei is his own series.
It's his own series.
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind.
And I've never played it, so I don't really care. So, okay, my topic then is, what is your favourite genre of games?
Okay.
Go.
What's how do you define
Wow.
genre?
Well, let's start. We can
Subgenres
break this
or-
up into
Yeah,
a number
yeah.
of things. Let's start on the very basic genres.
Oh my god. Okay. I'm going to say. Real-time strategy.
Oh, you bastard.
And I know you agree with me.
Yeah, it's
Actually,
a good call. It's a good
real-time.
call.
Well, it's no. I like strategy games, but that can be broken up into real-time strategy and like stuff like turn-based strategy.
Grand strategy ones, yeah.
Yeah, because I love stuff like Command and Conquer,
Age of Empires.
Age of Empires, stuff like that. But I also love stuff like Pokemon, Fire Emblem, all those sort of things as well, which is all more turn-based.
Pokemon is not a real-time strategy. Pokemon's
No. It's like Pokemon is invented.
Some Fire Emblem can be a
it's-
turn-based strategy.
It's a
Fire Emblem and
turn-based
Pokemon,
strategy.
I would have said are RPGs. They're not RTSs.
I'd say they're a bit. Yeah, okay. I guess they cross over slightly. They have features.
Not
that
really,
cross
because they're
over.
not real-time.
Not
No,
real
that's
time.
why you
No,
have turn-based strategy.
That's
It's a
why I said
whole nother
turn-based
category
strategy
as well.
Yeah, I
No,
guess.
I'm trying to broaden this a little bit more. It's strategy. I love strategy.
Then
games.
I would definitely counter and say Pokemon is not a turn-based strategy either.
There's
It's
not much
only
stra-
turn-based in the battle system. Fire
That's the
Emblem
majority of it.
Fire Emblem
I know,
is
Fire
both
Emblem,
sides.
okay,
There
yeah.
isn't technically both sides until you fight someone.
Pokemon. I'd say Pokemon is a cross between a turn.
Yeah.
If I had to put it
Pokemon's-
in, if I had to put it in one category, I would put it in RPG.
Yeah, so I definitely.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. That's fair. If you had to be picky, then fine.
It's an RPG with
I
turn-based
I
elements.
do agree with that.
Yeah, go with that. Go with that.
But I love the turn-based elements.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I mean. That's what I'm talking
The turn-based
about.
elements make it Pokemon.
Yeah, exactly. And I love those sort of games. I love Bravely Default. I should really have actually played some Final Fantasy at some point, but I love those sort of games.
I know you don't like the grand strategy ones, but Total War gets props from me. I've got love for Total War.
Grand Strategy, are those the ones with?
You've got like the whole world. You've got to. You're on like the whole world map. You do stuff, but then there also are. You
Is
then
it a bit
zoom
like
in.
Civilization?
Yeah, a bit like
Finley's
yeah.
not bad.
I do like Civilization.
Yeah,
I've
Civ's
got some
kind of
version 5.
halfway through.
Okay, yeah, no, because I do like those games.
Civ's
as well.
good. Civ's good franchise.
I've seen someone's put they like racing.
Yeah,
games.
Harry Houdini's favourite is racing games.
Racing games are also really. Why are you looking at me?
They are very good.
Because you like racing
I
games.
do like racing games.
They are very good games.
But there are an awful lot of bad ones, unfortunately.
Yeah. Oh, good they are.
I've
And good ones don't come along very often. Come on, Gran Turismo, where are you?
I've got a
Yeah,
few
exactly.
racing games, but I'm not good at
Are they
Finn
Crash Team
definitely
Racing
needs to
and
come
Mario
back.
Kart?
I don't have Mario Kart. I still have Crash Team
Mario
Racing.
Kart's the only racing game I'll give my time to.
Drive
pretty
Club's alright though. I think Drive
Drive Club does.
But because I'm
Have
not
you
a
played
mass-
it at all since that first time you played it?
Yeah.
He's played it a bit.
Have you?
I made him join my club.
Oh,
Yeah.
fair.
No, I'm level 15, I think. That's at least
I'm like 40 something.
20. That's at least 20 or 30 races.
Interesting. So, what is your favourite
Um,
genre then?
I guess I'd say something adventure.
Okay, hold on, let me just. For
But-
now, Matt, what are you saying?
Strategy.
Strategy. We're going to break them down each one because
Yeah,
they're
that's
massive.
fine.
So,
Yeah.
what's your basic
I'm
one?
gonna say adventure because I just
Okay.
like the ability to explore a world.
So, Uncharted.
Stuff like Uncharted, stuff like. Well, it's hard.
You like GTA as well.
Okay,
Massively.
I would deem GTA an adventure.
I would disagree. I would deem GTA a sandbox game.
Yeah.
Sandbox is exploring a world,
Yeah,
like Assassin's Creed.
but I would
See,
deem that
adventure
as an
is
adventure.
more-
I would-
Mario.
I would argue adventure is on a linear path. Uncharted. You're not really exploring a world.
You're
in
just doing-
Uncharted.
you're
you
doing
go
levels.
through. And you do the levels.
Okay, then
But you do
overall
look
I'm going
around.
to say,
Yeah.
if you're saying that,
Uncharted
I'm
is
gonna say
action adventure.
The Last of Us.
I'd say sandbox
Yeah.
then, I guess. Because I like,
Sandbox is a great shout.
Yeah,
Arkham City is a sandbox game,
yeah. So yeah.
whereas Arkham
But
Asylum
Asylum
is an
isn't.
action game because you're going straight through.
Yeah.
So you're saying
I'm going to say sandbox.
okay. So
That's
things
fair.
like GTA, Skyrim.
Yeah.
Well, Skyrim's an RPG
Yeah.
with sandbox elements and
Yeah.
basically everything else in Skyrim.
Skyrim is a game.
Skyrim is a game. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I know.
So what about you then?
It's difficult. I'd probably end up sinking the most time into FPSs, to be honest. Just because I can just sit there for like 6 hours at a time
That's
and
fair
just
enough.
smash out a load
Yeah.
of matches on that. Really like strategy games, but again, for every good one, there are probably 10 that are awful. And unfortunately, I've played quite a lot of the awful ones. Racing games, there are a few good ones, but I sit around waiting for Polyphony to get off their asses too often. So I'm going to go for FPS.
Fair enough.
FPS is a good shout. FPS.
Everyone plays FPS. don't
Yeah.
they?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
I like FPSs a lot. I like third-person shooters a lot.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Get the old gears.
Really, yeah. There's only one third-person shooter worth my time at the moment, anyway. Although actually,
There'll be one in
there was.
Hello?
I swear there was a
Ironfall
first person. Yeah. I swear there was a third-person shooter recently, actually, but
Yeah, Ironfall Invasion.
not that.
Ironfall fucking no,
We
okay.
were playing Plants vs Zombies. That could count.
That was
Plants
it.
vs.
That was the one.
Yeah,
That was the one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's another stellar game. But no, my favourite is 3D platformers.
Mario.
Yeah, but I'm gonna boil it down to third-person games.
Okay.
Because I also like things like Devil May Cry, things like Bloodborne's going to be great, Ninja
Yeah.
Gaiden, but also like Mario. So basically things where you're controlling a character moving around the world. So I'm gonna go action.
That's an yeah.
But I'm gonna break it
a
off
second
later.
there. That was an incredibly broad.
Yeah. I'm gonna
That's
break
the
it
majority
off
of
later.
GTA, Assassin's
Yeah,
Creed.
exactly,
You play
yeah.
all these things.
I do love Sandbox as well. But I'm gonna have to break mine down later as well, like everyone else
Oh,
is at this
God.
rate.
Right. Do I have to break this down now?
It's now you again.
Right. So strategy games, and you know what? I'm gonna have to say turn-based
Okay.
easily because some of my favourite games.
How many times have you played that Fire Emblem game?
Fire Emblem. I think I'm on my 6th playthrough.
That is
on
5 too
Lunatic
many.
Plus.
That's definitely 5 too many.
I love it too much.
That is a lot.
Like I get addicted to them. That's the thing. I can easily replay these levels, and they don't. It's no different because you're always trying something new and you're always trying out different things. So, to me, that's my perfect game.
Yeah.
I love strategy.
Okay.
So turn-based, yeah.
Turn-based is so that is at the end of the day your favourite genre.
Yeah,
Cool.
almost definitely.
Tom.
Well, for me, it's as I said, sandbox, but it really breaks down to action, adventure, shooter, because I love something like GTA where you get to go around
You enjoyed that, didn't you?
shooting. As you said, because adventure is more following a level, but you can get a sense of that within a sandbox. But as I also love Uncharted, I love Arkham Asylum.
Yeah.
So, action adventure, shooter. I like shooting in games, but I am a fan of like Call of Duty. Not a massive fan, so don't hate me for that.
No one's gonna hate you for that.
Oh, people hate
Some
Call of
might.
Duty fans. But games where you get. I liked playing Halo when I had it. I liked Gears when I had it, but I only really played. I didn't play online.
That's a whole other discussion.
Yeah. So just shooters, action adventure, sandbox.
It's
that
actually the
sort of
second
thing.
part of my discussion. Okay, cool. What about you then, Jared?
Well, how can you break down FPSs other than you shoot people?
Very true, actually. Yeah, you have
No,
kind of given
no.
us a solid one.
I guess you can though, because particularly looking at the multiplayer aspect of it, you've got the argument of Battlefield versus Call of Duty in terms of massive use of vehicles. It's not quite so twitchy versus Call of Duty, where it's small teams, very very rapid, shoot first or you die kind of thing. So purely based on that, I prefer Battlefield to Call of Duty.
Okay.
Just on a black or white kind of thing.
So
Call of Duty's still good.
Okay. So your favourite genre then is the massive multi-scale battle?
Yeah, I have to say so.
Okay.
Although Evolve is very good.
Yeah. it is.
That's possibly the best small scale one I've played in a long time.
See, I'm so conflicted. I do love FPSs. Like, I love a lot of FPSs, but I don't think I love any FPS in particular for that to take the top spot. So I'm going to get rid of FPS. I tend to find third-person shooters to generally be very good most of the time. But then there's less of them.
Yeah, well, that's kind of the thing, isn't it? When you make them, you make that conscious decision.
Yeah.
We're going to make this third person.
But I think someone agrees with you that Battlefield's better. I think
What on you?
for me it's platformers. Definitely platformers. Like Mario, Crash, Spyro,
Yeah.
Evolved, and then the newer ones, Rayman, that sort of thing.
That's literally our childhood.
Definitely
in a
platformers
nutshell,
are
isn't
still
it?
the best.
Yeah, that's a very good shout.
I think it's interesting there are some genres we've all just completely ignored. There's no sports, there's no fighting, there's no horror.
I've played all of those, but you never go, yes, I cannot put these down. Like, sports games, there's a new one every year, so if you like those games, you'll just buy it, but...
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, well, I mean, in terms of fighting, the only fighting game we play to get collectively is Smash. But we play that because we love those characters and because
It's a really good game.
It's a really good game.
Yeah.
Speaking of fighting games, we played Injustice a little bit.
I hate that.
But
hated that
I
game.
wasn't. I obviously preferred Smash, but I think I enjoy playing it for the sake of it. But I wouldn't say
If we were
I'm
to
a
break
fan
down
of-
fighting games, though, Injustice and Smash are not the same game.
Yeah.
Not the same
Yeah.
kind of game.
Injustice you can put with Tekken, Mortal
Arcade,
Kombat,
it's an arcade fighter.
Yeah.
Dead or Alive, or all those sorts of
Smash
things.
Brothers is in a genre of its own.
Yeah,
I downloaded
Well,
the free.
not completely on its own. Sony gave it a go.
Yeah, true.
I downloaded the free Dead or Alive thing on PlayStation 4.
Did you touch it?
I've played it once.
Did you then delete it?
I haven't deleted it yet.
Yet.
In fairness, I also got Dead or Alive on 3DS because that was the time I was just buying every single 3DS game that came out. And I enjoyed it. I completed it.
Chrisin, you want to know what the amount of love in the room for racing games is? Well, we have kind of just covered that, but very quickly, myself and Mr. Roach, well, basically everyone in this room loves the kart racers, Mario,
love Mario Kart,
Crash, but
Crash Team Racing,
we've
yeah.
got a couple of dedicated racing simulator fans in here.
Yeah.
Things like, your GTs, your Drive Club, stuff like that.
You
But none of
struggle
you
with
really
picking
play
more.
Forza, though, do you?
Well, I did, but I now don't have an Xbox.
Well, yeah, Xbox.
Yeah.
But
Xbox.
I had 4... No, hang on. What's the most recent one? It's Horizon 2, and is it 6 or 5? Whichever one that is. I had the last one on 360 and the one before that. And they were good games, but I prefer GT.
Horizon 2
Yeah.
is Xbox One. I think.
Yeah,
So
yes.
Forza Horizon, I think, was on 360. wasn't
Yeah,
it?
but I only played the number
Yeah.
ones. I never
I
played
mean, we
Horizon.
both
Oh, okay.
we both
4
also
then, I
play.
think.
We both also play.
But I played 4 and 3 then.
Formula 1 games.
Yeah.
I mean, we both love a Formula 1, so.
Can we class that
pretty
as a
much-
sport game? Because I'll give props to that.
I guess so.
It's I mean, I can
I guess so,
arguably motorsport is a sport.
Yeah,
Well, it is a sport,
GT's
so-
not a sports game, though. That's just a driving
GT is
sim.
a driving
Yeah.
sim, yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. So I want to go into then the second part of my kind of topic, which was basically moving away from genres. Do you prefer multiplayer or single player, as a general rule?
I'll start off if you want.
Yeah, go on.
Single player. I'm not known for my online. I'm fairly new to online, having only really started it
3 months ago.
4 months ago.
Yeah.
Nearly 4 months ago. But I'm enjoying it. But I still like playing a story-driven game. I've just been playing Lego Marvel Superheroes, just single player, and I've really enjoyed it. But I've enjoyed when we've played Evolve or Call of Duty, or we played GTA Online on Christmas Eve. I remember that was brilliant.
We need to do some of that now.
Yeah.
It's back.
But yeah, I like playing with mates. I don't think I particularly like playing with strangers constantly. I've had a bit of that on Evolve, but I've been playing with another friend of mine, and that's okay. But when you're sort of in communication with a friend, it's more fun.
The fact that you specifically mentioned Evolve, though, Evolve is designed to be better with friends, whereas something like Call of Duty, I find you can hop online and... No one plays Call of Duty for the campaign anyway. Call of Duty is basically...
Frankly, I think Call of Duty is actually worse when you're playing with lots of friends, because you can't go around as a group anyway.
So I don't know if it's necessarily worse. I don't think it harms the game at all.
Yeah, no.
It doesn't get better, though.
No, it doesn't get better.
Saying that, even I would put on Evolve. I wouldn't put on Evolve to go on it on my own, but I would COD, just because I think it's more easy to just play it on your own. But if Evolve is for friends, and I don't think you can really not play it with friends.
What, Evolve?
Yeah.
No,
Well, you can, but
I have a little bit, but you can't really, no.
Yeah.
I like the idea
Because
of
strangers don't talk to each
co-ops.
other.
Yeah, I like the idea of co-op stuff. So the single player element, but with people.
Gears of War was great.
Yeah, Gears of War was amazing for co-op stuff.
You just do the campaign with your mates.
Halo's also the same for that.
Yeah.
That they've got very strong co-op community essentially. So that's probably the thing I'd prefer to do the most. Actually, play a single player game but with someone.
Yeah.
Best of both worlds.
But exactly, yeah. But again, I still like going online, playing with people, playing against people.
But then you also enjoy like the single player, let's say, Pokemon on Fire.
Exactly. Then I like playing on my own. But then on Pokemon, I mean, I'm into the competitive scene as well, so I like playing against people in that. But I like also taking them off and training all my Pokemon up. So it's essentially, I mean, I feel like you can never have the one without.
You keep staring at the camera.
I'm not staring at the camera. I'm staring at the screen.
You're staring at him specifically.
Yeah. Staring into their soul.
But if you look directly into the camera,
that's going to be robbed from Blood Bowl.
I feel like you can't really have one without the other for me. I feel like I have to have both.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What about you? I think I know the answer anyway.
Yeah, it's multiplayer.
Yeah.
There's just no comparison. Certainly now, go back to my childhood. I was perfectly happy playing these single player platformers, but now I've seen the internet and the light. I can't. I'd much really like. You bring up Call of Duty, any kind of shooter, for example. Even if they try, which most of them don't bother, the campaigns that's not what you get them for. All racing games, for example, it's like, great, I've just done a ton of race by myself. I much prefer going up against people.
Mine's very similar to Matt, actually. Not identical, but I love both of them, both aspects. If I had to weigh them up, I'd probably edge single player over multiplayer. But, and here's the caveat, I would never go back to a time when there is no online.
Yeah.
I like single player, but I also like knowing I can just go online if I want to.
Games don't last long enough if they don't really have an online, do they? I mean,
I guess. It depends what the game is.
But...
Bloodborne's a 60-hour title.
Yeah, true. A lot of games that are now better with multiplayer would be worse.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I like having the online ecosystem that these consoles continuously have. Like, people are always on your friends list, always playing something.
Yeah.
I wouldn't give that up. So I really like that. To be honest, it's so marginal, like, between online and single player with me, but I probably would put single player above it.
That's fair enough. Yeah.
Well, you did say you like it.
Yeah, exactly.
So
And I'm just going to bring up Bloodborne again. But I've been like doing a little bit of research, not too much because I don't want to ruin it for myself.
Are you interested in this game at all, Tom?
A little bit.
Just couldn't guess.
Wouldn't know.
A little bit. And I've been trying to decide whether or not to go in with the online features turned off or on.
Off, I think.
No, see, I was thinking on.
Really?
Yeah. Just because apparently, like, it's the way to play the game. And if you don't know, online on Bloodborne, basically you can make it so that if you're really stuck, you can ring a bell and someone can come into your world and help you, and it's a stranger. Of course, with the nature of Bloodborne, that person can come and kill you, and then you're completely messed up.
Yeah. So they're the sort of features I really like, actually.
Yeah, it's really cool.
You know, things that integrate this online community.
Yeah.
And bring them into the world.
Well, like,
and if you're online on
Bloodborne,
yeah, I agree. Nintendo's good at that, actually. And online on Bloodborne, you can run around and like find messages other players have left for you, saying like, "Look out, there's some crazy shit ahead" or something like that. I was a little apprehensive that these people would just run into my world and completely ruin me. But upon finding out that it's your choice, you have to ring this bell, I was like, I'll play online.
Yeah,
I'll do it with the online.
Yeah.
I'll do it with the online thing.
People are. Some people are dicks, but the majority.
Yeah,
probably
I think the
won't
majority
be.
probably would help you out. Yeah, but
Initially, I think if you came back to this game 6 months down the line, and you got stuck quite early on, the only person to come and help you would just cut your head off.
I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that.
I think a good example of the sort of game that I'm talking about is stuff like GTA 5 Online.
The multiplayer of that's really good. That's really good.
The multiplayer is fantastic, but you can play alone as well. Like, it's that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Just in a separate world, aren't you? Really?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, you know,
GTA is an interesting one because I almost feel like GTA 5 and GTA Online are completely separate games.
well,
Pretty much are.
They're considered as different, two different games.
I think that's a really interesting way of doing it, actually. So yeah, that's basically, we finally got to the end of my topic. Tom.
Whereas people are upset I'm not talking to start with my conversation. In your opinion, do you see gaming as an art form or just
Another heavy topic?
Who wants to kick this one off?
Definitely an art form. Definitely an art form. Some games are absolutely stunningly beautiful.
The
and they
Last
have
of Us.
The Last of Us, but The Last of Us is beautiful for its realism and its storytelling. Some games look beautiful though, and like have really cool art styles. Like Journey on the PS4 was on the PS3. Sorry, it's coming to the PS4. Was amazing. Wind Waker. Wind Waker looks like it's so artistic, and Transistor's a great one as well. So I mean, personally for me, yeah, definitely they're an art form.
I'm gonna argue the case for both. Yeah, and here's why. So wait a minute. Let me just get this straight. The question was: is it an art form or
just another form of entertainment?
Another form of entertainment. Okay.
All right.
That's not quite what I mean.
That's also quite a difficult question because other forms of entertainment, films and music, are also considered art.
Yeah, exactly. What I thought you said, but missed it, is art or like a sport? Because obviously we have stuff like esports now.
Yeah.
And I'd argue that there are some games, if you got a game that's you acquire points and stuff, you would it'd be more of a sport. But obviously there are many games that are stories or that are still also considered art. So it's a bit of both in terms of sport and art. So I know I've gone a little bit of a tangent there.
It's fine, tangents are okay.
But you know,
I think just to bring up what I've seen in the comments, that's Ginto86, does that say?
Ginto.
Yeah. I like games, they are like movies, a playing movie. Well, stuff like Heavy Rain was like specifically an interactive movie, but I think a lot of video games anyway, even if you ignore just cutscenes and storytelling, just the way they look, I think some games have brilliant stories and they are as good as some novels or films that have been like even really popular films.
That's why it's a multi-billion-dollar industry.
Yeah.
And people still don't take gaming seriously as an art form. I mean, you've got games now like Goat Simulator.
Yeah, but Goat Simulator is amazing.
But at the end of the day, isn't art
subjective?
Yeah.
Subjective.
So
Yeah.
At the end of the
if
day,
you think that's art, that's art.
lots of people, generally speaking, have put a lot of work into crafting these games, isn't that? You know, I mean, how the hell do you define art anyway? I know if you look it up, there is technically a definition, but speaking of it, like people, a lot of the time, people have put a lot, like the developers of Skyrim. These guys will have put a lot of effort into like developing like these buildings that look amazing, and to them that'll be a piece of art they've just created.
We think about games go through what, at least a minimum of a 3-year development cycle.
Yeah.
Films don't go through that kind of development cycle.
Exactly. I would argue there's more intricacies in like creating a game than there is in like a film. These people will be
you have to make
building things from the ground up.
You have to make the most pathetic small thing as well. Exactly. But even that makes a huge difference, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. The audio is messed up.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
But just stuff like, you think in a film, how you make a film, you have the actors, you build the set, you film on location, you shoot it, you edit it together. But think, in a game, you have there's the argument that a game is, you can only do what you're been allowed to do, but every time you move a character one step to the left and look that way, that frame, that's been created and structured and planned. Someone spent hours designing that building.
Yeah, exactly. And I actually thought of something really interesting. No, I didn't think of it. I remember reading it. It was very interesting. It was I think it was someone talking about Gears of War 2, and they were like, some of these developers will spend hours, weeks developing something some people may never see. Someone might walk straight, well, yeah, or just like a really intricate building somewhere that no one happens to turn around and look at, and it's just like, Christ.
That's almost a waste. Yeah, but
but it has to be there.
Yes.
Unless you want it to be rushed. So, if I was to put my 2 cents, 100% it's an art form. Gaming has so many versions of it as well, like all the music in the games. Like, we were going through best music last week, whenever.
Some
and
some
some of
game
it's so
scores,
incredible.
some game scores rival movies, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Good, yeah.
But then there's the graphics, some art styles, Journey, Wind Waker, I can think of, but then realism.
Art.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
There's no difference between, say, that, a really good computer game, and Avatar, which is basically just a CG movie.
Exactly.
Or any animated movie, for that matter.
Yeah, no, you're right. And then I definitely think they're an art form. Definitely. I mean, Matt, like, Fire Emblem's cutscenes on Awakening.
Oh my god, Fire Emblem's cutscenes are amazing. Honestly. They're so good.
Matt cannot get enough of his Fire Emblem.
I love my Fire Emblem.
It loves you
Oh,
too.
well, I mean, I love my Fire Emblem Awakening. I should really go back and play more of the others. I've played Sacred Stones, I've played the Fire Emblem Advanced, but that's better.
Play more.
I know.
So, to wrap this topic up then, are we all pretty much in agreement that gaming is definitely an art form?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
In our opinions it is, but obviously anyone can disagree, but just the amount of effort that goes... People consider someone... I think I brought up the story with you, Tom, about Picasso drawing a dove in 20 seconds. That's art.
Yeah.
But isn't spending... You have hundreds of people spending their full-time job working on something. Is that not also art? I think more so in a sense. So I think you're free to say that it isn't an art form, it's just there for art entertainment. But a finished product that delivers joy to you and makes you... That games can be emotional. And
Yeah.
I think you have to consider it an art form.
Yeah. I definitely agree with what you said earlier about people still don't take the industry that seriously.
No. That's changing, though.
Yeah, it's definitely changing, but
because they can't
it's not
ignore
changing
the
as fast as I'd like. I tell you, there needs to be more money in the industry. I mean, there's obviously loads already, but there needs
there's
to be
loads
more.
of money with a few select people.
Yeah.
It's not,
Yeah.
your Activisions, your EA, your Ubisoft.
Yeah.
Well, you said like the games like COD and FIFA sort of fund the industry because they're the popular games.
Yeah, they do. Even if you don't like those games, you have to put up with them existing so you can get something you do like.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, good topic, Tom.
Yep.
So, Matt, final topic of the night.
What
have you got for us?
My topic was if you could live in any world from any game, where would you live? What game would you? What world would you join?
Could I become one of the species in said world, or do I still have to be human me in these places?
You can
radically changes the answer.
Yes. I say we answer both. So you've got to choose for both. So you can either. So
Hello,
you have to,
Twiggy21.
Thank you. So if you can choose. You've got to choose a world that you have to go to if you're still human.
Right.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
You have to choose a world that you can go to that you are the native species.
Can it be a world that has appeared in games but also is in other things?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Can we assume we are safe in this world?
No.
That makes it fun,
Yeah,
man.
I don't want to do
Then you
that.
just pick anyone
No.
and be like, yeah, I'll go here.
But then I could die any second, and
Yes.
I'm not going to enjoy it.
Yeah, that's the
Your
point.
question as well. I don't know, because you could pick anything like Star Wars.
No, I wasn't thinking Star
I mean,
Wars.
yeah. I mean, let's assume that it's originating from a game.
Okay, that's
That
better.
makes
Yeah.
my life much more difficult.
That's better.
I mean, I know my answer straight. I know one of my answers
Well, you
anyway.
thought the
I've
question,
not
so I
thought. I've not thought of the second answer because that was thrown at me.
Which one? The
slightly
one where
different.
you can become a different
Yeah.
species if you want, right?
Jintao, that's actually quite a good answer. I like that. He says, "I'll live in GTA because you never die, you just respawn at a hospital."
That's a good
I
answer.
like that. I do quite like that. Yeah, you can get away with pretty much anything there as well.
Well, I might as well share my first answer while you guys think. Obviously, for me, and this is going to be very obvious for you guys, it's going to be Pokemon.
Yeah.
It's you know,
But it's a fair shout.
Yeah, it's a
I
good one.
want to live in that world.
Yeah.
You look at the amount of fucking plushies I've got, Pokemon plushies I've got in this bloody room.
One day you just have to
Do you
show
want
the
to
camera
live in?
around.
We were
I mean,
we
you
were
can see
asking
one at the moment.
we were asking the question as do you be a human or something else? Do you want to be a trainer or a Pokemon?
I'd have to be a trainer.
No, you can be a
No,
big ass
this is-
Pokemon.
Well,
Okay.
you want to relive your dream of being a Goldeen or something?
Magikarp.
Magikarp, yeah.
No. If I was in that world, I want to be a human or I want to be a trainer. Fact.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
There's no point being in that world otherwise, is there?
I will become the Dragon Master. No.
You want to be the very best.
I want to be the very best.
I'd be a
I would.
Venonat.
I'd like to be.
Because a lot of girls would want to cuddle with Venonat, I reckon.
That's not weird.
New shirt.
Yeah, but you're not human.
Space.
Yeah,
I want to be a Venonat.
Yeah.
Venonat, just make it now.
If we could merge those two, that'd be fun.
That can
My
be done.
face
That can
and
be
Venonat.
done. Photoshop exists.
That can be done, yeah. What about... Okay, guys?
Harry Houdini wants to be in the world of Dead or Alive 4.
That's bold.
I think I know why.
Wait, is that the...
Oh,
it's
greetings
not-
from Germany,
it's not.
Jintao.
It's not past the watershed yet.
is that the volleyball one?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
it is the volleyball one, Tom.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Pokemon's definitely a contender.
Yeah.
The thing is, and we were having this discussion earlier. Games I really like are not necessarily worlds I'd like to live in.
I would get killed in nearly
Yeah.
all of the ones I like.
So things like Halo. Halo would be a stunning world to live in.
Gears of War.
Gears of War, yeah. See,
If you're Marcus, you're
Gears of War is
fine.
depressing. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Really, it's really hard. Like
Yeah.
maybe live as a master hand in Smash Brothers. Just watch
We'll
these
just
people
beat
fighting
people
around.
and then
yeah.
beat people when they get too close to you.
I mean, what about like Azeroth from Warcraft?
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah,
Like, I mean...
Is
you know,
that you'll
wars
be a human
happen.
or is that you'll be a different
exactly.
race?
Yeah, I
Well,
don't know.
you can be
yeah,
human or you can
exactly.
be a different race, so it doesn't matter.
That's why it's not, I think it's quite a good
But
answer.
in fairness, that one, you can live peacefully, wherever you want. Okay,
Well, I
you
was
might have a
thinking, like-
dragon attack you.
No,
Yeah.
go to a non-PvP
Exactly.
area and you're fine.
And I was thinking, like, at least with Warcraft, everything's already laid out bare for you. You've got currency, you've got a system of trading and all this sort
there
of
are
stuff.
inns if
could
you
live.
want to go and get hammered.
Yeah, exactly. But I think the world I would love to live in the most is The Sims. Because it's already the same.
So you want to have to live your life by a grid? Is that what
Yeah,
you're saying?
basically.
With
Yeah,
some
yeah.
person occasionally putting you in the swimming pool.
Prodding you with with some sadistic god that's going to put you in the swimming pool and take away your stairs.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No,
You're not going to last
I don't know,
long.
to be honest.
Especially if you have me playing.
yeah. How sadistic is the god?
I kind of would say Pokemon as well.
It's fair
What
shout.
are you guys going to say? 'Cause
I'm
you
just
must have. I reckon
I'm
you've got
wrong.
some other ideas.
So-
I need to glean off of
No,
your
he
ideas.
torpedoed the one idea I wanted was I'd have 40k.
40k? Okay.
But I can't have that because it's not from a video game.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah,
I would
we'll
like
torpedo
to-
that slightly.
I would like to live in Skyrim, Tamriel, just because I love that world so much.
And you just be a random human.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Well, I think you can make a life for yourself there, simple life.
Be a guard and repeat the same few lines over and over again.
Or oh, I'm surprised, Matt, you haven't said Hyrule.
I don't want to live in Hyrule.
Why not?
I don't want monsters popping up and stealing my rupees.
Barely having any rupees to get by.
Exactly.
Well,
No, I've got another. I've got
You get to
my
hang out
second
with,
question.
like-
He wants, to have,
Second
he
answer.
wants to have 6 minions to do his bidding.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
but
so-
I think GTA is a good call about the hospital thing. That was really.
GTA is quite a good call, actually.
I've got a second answer to this.
Oh, okay.
If I wanted to live a peaceful life, Maybe I might choose something like Animal Crossing.
Farming.
Farming Simulator is not peaceful, man. You've got to farm.
Oh, Animal Crossing.
Yeah, but Animal
Harvest
Crossing,
Moon.
you
Harvest
do the
Moon's
bidding
alright.
of like everyone in town.
Villagers are evil.
Yeah, Villager is crazy.
You don't have to do the you don't have to do the bidding.
I
of
guess,
everyone in
but
town.
you do live
You
your
could
own-
ignore them and then they hate you for no. They don't hate you. They just ask where you've been for the last 3 months.
Yeah. And in the older Animal Crossings, you are basically living under the debt thumb of Tom Nook for your entire life.
That is true, actually. That is true. Maybe Harvest Moon then,
Harvest Moon, yeah, fair
because
enough.
that's a game where you've got a selection of girls that you can choose from.
The
You've
important
got
things.
food that you can get some pixie to grow in some of them.
He's right.
He's dealing with the important
I'm
things.
dealing with important things.
That's a good shout.
So, anywhere else, you guys?
For peaceful world, the world of Mario Kart.
The world.
That's not
peaceful.
peaceful, man.
Yeah,
It's
but-
violent.
And
That's where friends are unmatched.
But you never die, and
You die all the time.
Yeah, but
have you ever seen a blue shell?
yeah, but you don't die.
Yeah, but people go
Just 'cause you
racing
don't
through
die
your
doesn't mean
back
you're gonna get
garden.
hurt. These people get bombed. They're probably never the same again.
Constantly. They constantly get in this pain because that's
It's kind of the same as GTA in that sense.
Yeah,
Well, yes,
yeah.
Mushroom Kingdom would be quite pleasant.
Yeah,
Because
probably.
to defeat an
Mushroom-
enemy, you just need to tread on them, basically.
Everyone's
face
getting
it.
high all the time.
every now and then
Oh, I thought of a really good one.
big turtle thing comes along and then the plumber goes up and says to them, "You're not going to do fuck all."
Yeah, you're just going to sit there
Yeah,
and
that's
this is
true,
going to
actually,
happen.
yeah. You just have parties with the toads all
Yeah.
the time.
You could be a toad. Well, that would be interesting.
You just wear a waistcoat and a nappy for the rest of your life.
Simpler life.
Yeah, true.
I've thought of one I'd like to live in the universe of No Man's Sky.
Yeah,
I'd
that's
just go and explore shit for the
Yeah,
rest of
that'd
my
be
life.
cool.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
So
I actually was going to say that, but I don't know if we knew enough about No Man's. No Man's Sky might be a terrible world
Fairness, we
world
don't
full
really.
of like evil, but it's probably not.
Or I'll just go to one of the randomly generated planets that doesn't have that.
Yeah, very true, very true. I'm so psyched for that game.
Well, mentioning that makes me think of Minecraft, and it'd be fun to build
Minecraft, yeah.
this world.
Yeah, but you'd accidentally dig through a hole and lava would just be there. And that's
That is very
no
true.
one wants that.
At
you
night, zombies, creepers, and
I do
skeletons will
In creative
blow up
mode.
your house.
What if someone got on your server?
No, you
and
can't
ran-
have this creative shit.
I'll rebuild. I'll just rebuild it. But Minecraft isn't a game where the creepers come and slit your throat whilst you sleep.
That's
no,
what you-
but they
that's
come
what you
blow up
think.
your house when you
Yeah,
sleep.
but you just rebuild it.
Yeah, but do you want to do
I
that
don't
over
be
and over and over
rebuilding
again?
my house every single time I go to bed.
Just build a bigger house. Build a castle.
It's still going to get blown
Sounds
up,
awful.
isn't it?
It's like, living in the Minecraft world would be nothing but labour all the time.
Isn't that any different from what we're living now?
It's not
just-
from
no,
playing,
hard
not from
work.
Pokemon.
yeah, exactly.
Not from a Pokemon
yeah.
Master.
Yeah, he's right.
Yeah, people just kind of bow down to you.
Yeah.
Occasionally will challenge you and you just...
Screw them up with my Dragonite.
and then go and have lunch.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Feast on some cooked pig chew or something like that.
sounds good.
No, that's not a meal. That's like a snack.
Yeah.
Crabby or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, no,
Crabby,
no,
yeah.
you
Oil
want
crabby.
some, I don't know,
Some
just
fresh
a
crow.
Milk tank,
Snorlax.
milk tank. That's
What
just
about
basically
crackling?
steak.
What about Snorlax crackling?
Ugh.
That's depressing.
Milk tank is just
Milk tank steak. Yeah,
that's just
you're right.
steak. Have
Yeah.
lots of them.
Milk tank, yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I think that's pretty much it for our topics then.
Yeah.
So remember, guys, if you want to send us some viewer questions, then please do, and we will read them out at the start of each podcast. But other than that, that's pretty much it for this 8-Brit Game Chat. We're going to have probably another one later on in the week,
Yeah.
I suspect.
Friday. Or Thursday. Don't know yet.
Thursday, probably.
Don't make promises. Don't make promises. You can't deliver on that.
Thursday, yeah. I might be busy
you're
Friday
right,
night
right, okay.
in the streets of Yarnham. So that's pretty much it from us. Thanks for joining me, guys. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. Please,
We've got one more thing to do.
we do have one more thing to do.
You idiot.
we actually have a giveaway because we have some stickers thanks to Mr. Matt Stevens.
Voila.
There they are.
Beautiful things. They're awesome. Finally got them. It took absolutely ages to get these through, but finally got them. But yeah.
Yeah. Do we want to give them out now, or do we want to give them when we're gaming afterwards?
Shall we do it when we're gaming?
Yeah, let's do it when we're gaming. Yeah,
And then you guys can play and I can just explain
Yeah,
what the hell we're
that'd be cool.
doing.
Yeah,
that'd be
so-
cool.
You probably don't know what we're doing. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so join
around.
us afterwards because we are going to start gaming pretty soon. Don't know what we're going to play necessarily. Yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for joining us. If you haven't followed, please do. That'd be awesome. But until next time, I'm your host, Tom Powter. With me, Javid Rahman, Tom Roach, and Matt Stevens. As always, we're 8BritGaming. See you next time. See you guys later.
Bye.